Well, for me, I'm not going to be around to say the franchise. I'm going to be around for hopefully 10 to 15 years.
10 years, I want to be known as a guy that played the game the right way.
Curry, crossover, steps back, three-pointer, it's good!
How do you slow him down?
The same way you slow me down.
James on the throwdown!
You can't.
Oh, blocked by James!
Our careers are connected because we played at the highest level.
LeBron James is now the all-time leading scorer!
The greatest shooter the game has ever seen.
Every year that we get to do this, it's insane.
Oh, we keep doing this, bro.
Our countdown to tip-off continues. We are 7 days away from the regular season, but regular season, postseason, preseason, it is always a treat to see LeBron and Steph go toe-to-toe, and we get that tonight in Las Vegas as we say hello to our reporter covering the Lakers, Dave McMenamin. We are just over 6 hours away, Dave, from tip-off. We all enjoyed the treat of seeing LeBron and Steph on the same team at the Olympics. Coming off of that unique partnership and, of course, the gold medal win, what is LeBron saying about now playing with and against Steph Curry in his 22nd season?
Yeah, Malika, LeBron lit up when I asked him about Steph yesterday ahead of not just today's game against the Warriors. The Warriors play the Lakers again on Friday this week. And LeBron said, listen, he was finally had a chance to play against him, or play with him, I should say, every single day and be around that energy and see his work ethic and see what they were able to do together on the court. You know, LeBron had some of the most thrilling basketball experiences of his life this summer in those wins against Serbia and France. And the reason those wins happened was the teammate, the pairing up of LeBron and Steph. And so I asked LeBron, hey, could this ever happen again? Could you ever be teammates with Steph again on an NBA team? And he said, I have no idea. And LeBron's very intentional. He did not pour cold water on it. It would be a very remote chance of it happening, but he did not close the door on it.
Right. There's the fantasy about these two playing together, and then there's the reality. The Warriors, they did engage in trade talks for LeBron during the trade deadline last season. We're clearly still talking about this, but what are LeBron's teammates saying about it?
Yeah, I mean, Anthony Davis, I brought it up with him this morning when we talked about that trade that Ramona Shelburne of ESPN reported on last year. And, you know, he kind of got a tickle from the fact that LeBron was mentioned in trade rumors maybe for the first time. And here's what he told me about it this morning.
I don't think it affected anybody. I mean, I think that might be the first time ever that he's been in trade talks in his career. He's kind of seen everything, so I don't think that affected him. That didn't affect our team. But it was definitely, like, strange to hear in a sense of, like, the first time you ever been talked about in a trade before. You know what I'm saying? But it didn't happen, so.
Realistically, if something like this was going to happen, it would not be a trade in the future. If you look at the salary cap situation and with the second apron and all that, the teams try to avoid, it would have to be LeBron opting out of his contract with the Lakers and taking an extreme pay cut to go join Steph with the Warriors in the Bay, which, you know, I don't think any of us really anticipate happening.
Right. There's always a chance, but some chances are far, 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 far slimmer than others. Dave McMenamin, thank you so much for stopping by NBA Today. Enjoy tonight's game. Let's just live in reality for a moment. Right? LeBron and Steph, they're obviously making max money. Both of their teams are respectively over the cap by at least, I don't know, a cool $60 million. So that's the reality when we ask, is there a chance? But when it's all said and done, these moments, Steph, LeBron, they'll live on forever. And just like fine wine, it only gets better with time. So let's run through, Rich, some of their top moments of all time. This category is for you.
Like fine wine pettiness. Oh, I remember this. Little pump fake block. Start talking crazy to him. Start talking crazy to him then, Kane.
Well, and then in 2018, Steph hits the step back. You remember this?
Yeah.
He gets a little...
No, I don't remember this. I was on the team. He wouldn't do that
game.
For me. Yeah.
Good game, Pat, there.
Yeah, because Steph knows. Steph knows nobody can do anything. He's like, good try.
And then
the 1, the 2, the 3.
That's not even deep for Steph. That's routine.
That's a layup. We showing layups for Steph now?
And that didn't even make our top dagger section. 2014. LeBron just buries the game.
Now that would have been a finals. That would have been fun to watch.
Right over that finals MVP's face.
And then Steph, that little sidestep Deli out of dancing.
You got your lip back though, Deli.
And then gives him the fizz face going down. Can you do the thizzle dance? 2021, the play-in, the LeBron dagger.
Oh, look at that. This when Bron hits him back after that pat. It was like, hey, man, I don't know, there's something in my eye, but it wasn't you.
I do love those Warriors jerseys, though. Here is just the Bordeaux, the fine wine sequence here. LeBron.
He should have dropped his back for a dunk.
Ooh.
To me, I would have windmilled it. See, look at that. Doing what I was supposed to, trail in just in case he missed.
And then here, you got 2017. Dancing, handles, layup.
Hey, the better shooter you are, the quicker you become.
And then here, James is
falling down. How does he do this? How do you fall down then take off like that?
Two of the top 3 favorites in the West squared off tonight. According to ESPN Bet, OKC, they are plus 300 to win the conference. The Nuggets are behind the Timberwolves, plus 450. But even though it may be the preseason, that doesn't mean Michael Malone is taking it easy on his starters.
I ran those guys the whole third quarter, and obviously Jamal didn't play in the second half, but played that starting unit the whole third quarter to try to push their envelope a little bit. And that was probably a little bit hard on some of those guys. And then in practice, I think we can get up and down more. I think so often as coaches in modern day NBA, the league has gotten so soft. Everybody's afraid to condition and run. Well, we have to.
It is never too early. It is never too early to send a message to your team. While, yes, I was irate because I'm sitting here thinking to myself, is Mike Malone telling us that in the preseason, his team is not in shape? Is that what he's saying? And he talks about, well, the league has gotten soft. Well, over the last 10 years, you've been the head coach of this group. We have applauded time and time again, Jokic changing his body, becoming an MVP, taking his workout serious, played in the Olympics for Serbia. Jamal Murray played in the Olympics for Canada. So you have your players. So to me, I'm trying to figure out what coach wants. What does coach want from his team? And what I got was a message. And this is a big message. You have to come in shape. This is the end of it. You don't get to be the Denver Nuggets, start the season slow, end the season poorly, and now all of a sudden it's conditioning because they have less and less talent. They don't have Brown. They don't have Jeff Green. They don't have all of this depth that they once had. So for me, what are you complaining about, bro?
I'm complaining about how wrong you are. And Michael Malone is right, bro. Look, don't act like RJ that guys, old school guys that you have played with, I played with, Hall of Famers, don't use training camp and preseason games to get in shape. He's not saying that they didn't work out in the off season. What he's saying is the only way to get in game shape is by getting game reps. And he's right. Coaches, organizations, they have got a bit soft on teams this year, on teams in this new NBA. Like, guys are not running sprints no more. Guys are not doing conditioning drills no more. Hell, guys are not even playing preseason games no more. So don't come on here acting like he said something wrong. He wasn't wrong. And don't act like you wasn't sharing locker rooms with guys who use training camp in preseason.
But this is not the 1900s. I played with guys that played in the 1900s. Some people might even say if you went further back, they were plumbers and accountants. My thing is this. This is the new NBA. You come in shape. That's what it is. We don't get to applaud players that lose 20 pounds, that come in shape. We talked about Luka. We've talked about Joel Embiid. We've talked about all of these players getting in shape. And now you have a head coach of a two-time MVP, 3 out of 4, MVPs and a championship 2 seasons ago, talking about his guys aren't in shape and calling out the entire league, that the league is soft, that guys are afraid to do this. Well, to me, there has to be some accountability as a coach. If you look at your guys and say they're not in shape, then that means, oh, we're going to run for these next couple of days because we're not ready.
You know who's not running?
Who?
The guy on the left there, Jamal Murray, who did not play, the one starter who did not play in the second half because his knee is sore. The knee that cost him a season and a half, the knee that bothered him last year in the playoffs when he wasn't himself, the knee that bothered him in the Olympics when he was bad. If Jamal Murray's not right, they can be in the best shape in the world. It does not matter. They have no chance to contend despite the fact they've got the best player in the world.
That seems like a pretty big problem, Perk.
It is. It's a huge problem. I mean, especially what he looked like in the Olympics. And Tim is right. Look, if Jamal Murray is not healthy, especially with them losing Reggie Jackson and KCP and depending on the youth to come in off the bench, Christian Brown in the start lineup now, he has to, and especially how good the West is and the NBA is, he has to come out and he has to deliver. Again, though, I want to go back to Richard because I wasn't done with him.
Oh, God.
Richard, Malika, Tim, no, it's a real question. If when the season starts 7 days from now, and say we're 5 games in, and let's just say, hey, Anthony Davis, he gets off to a slow start. The one thing I know we always say is that, hey, let's give him about 10 games. Let his legs get up under him. That's what we say about a lot of players. We don't evaluate players until they get deeper into the season because the workload on your legs, the thing of getting in shape. What Mike Malone is saying is, let me finish. I'll let you rant for an hour and then say a word. What Michael Malone is saying is, we want to come out the gates running. We don't want to use the first part of the season or the first 5 games to fill things out. We want to come out the gates.
We have never questioned Steph's conditioning. We have never questioned LeBron's conditioning. We have never questioned Russell's conditioning. We never questioned great players' conditioning. You have a championship head coach that is questioning his team's conditioning. I agree that this is a message. This is a message that he's sending to his team. We got work to do. I like that. I like that he's setting the tone. For me, my biggest issue here is I'm telling people that you need to come in shape, and you, Perk, are saying players can get into shape. America, take that for what you want, how you want to take that.
All
take
I'm
that
hearing,
for how you want to take that.
They lost KCP.
We got the same amount of championships.
Yeah.
That's where this conversation is going.
I don't know where you're going.
Michael Malone is unhappy with their conditioning, and Jamal Murray is having an issue, has had an issue with his knee. The Nuggets have a whole lot of things that they are going to need to figure out. But